Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm playing Altar Tron with a different card that I haven't tried before, Unfathomable Truths. This is a draw 3, create an 0/1 Eldrazi spawn, and it's devoid, which is interesting. The main thing that happens in Tron where you lose is you don't find Tron fast enough. You need your 3 lands to make 7 mana and go over the top of your opponent. So what I'm trying today is some number of Ancient Stirrings. We're going to play 4 Ancient Stirrings. This also can find the Unfathomable Truths, finds our combo pieces, and hopefully can win the game faster. I'm still playing the crop rotations because I think having crop to fix your mana for Tron is very important, and sometimes you can use it as a ritual or to make Storm for Weather the Storm. Because we're playing Ancient Stirrings and I've cut my Foundry Inspectors here, which we could play 2 Foundry Inspectors over these 2 cards. I'm not really sure what I want to be doing, but I've decided to go for heavier on the combo aspect. We're playing Pactdoll Terror as a win con. This also can gain life randomly, but doesn't help that much versus burn. So we have a bunch of weathers. We have some Fanging Marauders for the burn deck, Krark to wipe, Scattershot, and yes, Scattershot is another board wipe, mostly fairies based, or like clear the board versus like Fae, or never mind. Stuff, whatever. It can clear the board, especially if you make infinite storm. Temporal Intervention is a way to deal with Raven Charm or Fairy Macabre, and we have 4 Nile Spell Bombs for Terror and Spy and stuff like that. The main way that you win the game is you have Ashnod's Altar to sacrifice Myr Retriever, which gets back a Myr Retriever and makes 2 mana, which casts the Myr Retriever, so you have an infinite loop. Putting infinite counters on Golem Foundry, making infinite mana with your golems that you can sacrifice, and then attacking with 3/3s or draining your opponent. All right, let's go ahead and see if this version of Altar Tron will succeed in the current metagame. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. We're here in round 1 versus Alberto. They like to play low to the ground burn decks. I have a Weatherstorm and I have turn 3 Tron, so I'm keeping. The crop rotation here is not great. We'll lead on Power Plant Expedition Map, getting our turn 3 Tron online. So turn 2 is just going to be another setup turn for us. They play a mountain. No follow-up, so it could be Madness Burn. We're sacrificing to grab our mine and pass. Opponent end step Lightning Bolt. Okay. We have 7 mana here. Madness Burn is confirmed. They've discarded a Lava Dart to a grab the prize. We'll go mine, play a Golem Foundry. We'll play Ashnod's Altar, then we'll play a Chromatic Star. So we wasted the storm count there for the Weather Storm, but what I can do is crop a Power Plant. When it plays out a Gutter Snipe. Yeah. Let's go Power Plant. We'll go rack for green, respond to the trigger, crop rotation the Power Plant, grab a Conduit Pylons. Let's see what we find on top. We have to graveyard the Power Plant. We'll draw a card. We draw a Canny Trail, which is very strong. That helps me to try to find more Storm. And it gains me a little life. Scry 2. Myr Retriever Unfathomable Truths. So I actually like both of these. Let's top and top. Draw a card. We have 3 off the Golem Foundry, so we can make a Golem. We'll play a Myr Retriever. Yes. Do I have enough mana to do everything? I'm not sure. So if I sacrifice the altar, play the Chromatic Star, we're definitely doing that regardless. Or we can, I guess I sacrifice the Myr Retriever, get back the Chromatic Star, play the Chromatic Star. I have 5 mana here, so I can make green. Let me think this through. I think I toasted myself. So I actually need to, let's see, 5. I can sacrifice this really costs 4. So if I make a golem, I'm thinking this through. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue. Cast the Unfathomable Truths. Storm is 5. Sacrifice. Oh my god, we just have a win. Sacrifice the spawn. Cast Myr Retriever. So now we have infinite golems and infinite storm. We just win on turn 4. All right. Opponent says if I cast the Weather Storm, they will GG. So in paper, you'd say infinite golems. All right, sweet. So we take the dub on turn 4, which is very fast for Altar Tron. And we need to bring in our Fangin Marauders. I like the scatter shot here as well. I think that we probably just cut most of the combo and then we'll submit it like that. We want to clear the board with the scatter shot, and then we want to try to get ahead on life. They're not likely to have like a relic or anything, but it's possible. Okay, this hand is fine. I think I keep. We have multiple candy trails for setup. If I power plant candy trail and find a Tron land, that's the best case scenario. Find a swamp off the top, I'll play the candy trail. So I will bottom both of these cards. It was a Conduit Pylons and a Chromatic Star. And then we want to try to play around Smash the Smithereens. So I guess I can play the Conduit Pylons as a colored source. Opponent grabs the prize, discarding Sneaky Snacker. I find an Ancient Stirrings off the top. So let's Conduit Pylons. Map on top. I guess I top the map. And then gain 3 draw. Then we can Stirrings into a map. Opponent will get in for 2, putting me back to 19. I feel like my hand is a little bit too slow here on the draw. If they have a Gutter Snipe, I'll probably just die. They have a Kessig. We find a mine, so I can go land, map, crack the map, and grab the tower. Next turn, I have a couple of looks to try to find a Weather the Storm. Opponent uses grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper, so that's 7 damage by itself, 8, 9, 10 total with the Kessigs, with all their attacks. So I'll go to 9 life. They have another land. I'm at 9. I'm not dead somehow. Start on Candy Trail. We have to find Weather Storm though. There's a Weather. Okay, so is a Retriever good enough? Probably. So we go top, top. I think I just need the Storm. We go Refractor, draw a card. Refractor, draw a card. And Weather Storm. Storm is 4. We gain 12 life back to 21. But they took me down from 19 to 9 in 1 turn easily. So it's not in a good spot. We probably, what are we looking for? I don't know. We crack the Candy Trail probably. We try to find, a Fangin Marauder is probably my best draw because we can start gaining large amounts of life. They played a Highway Robbery, discarding a land, I believe. Yes. And we're at 17. Lava Dart, okay. Lava Dart, am I just dead from 17? No, okay. All Ancient Stirrings. I would take, we find a Chromatic Star, put the Weather on top, the rest of the lands. Play a Chromatic Star, crack it for green. So many lands in my hand. Well, gain 3 life, draw a card. I can play Ashnod's Altar into the Candy Trail. This isn't very good. Play Myr Retriever, alter the Retriever, get back the Candy Trail. I'm at 16. Play out the Candy Trail. We have Stirrings Weather. So I will top and see if I can live. Double Lava Dart in the graveyard puts me at effectively 12 life, and they have 3 cards in hand. Faithless Looting is bad for me. They get to convert 2 of their cards in their hand. They're thinking this one through, so that either means we're dead or they are having a hard choice. But we're probably just dead. They discard Grab the Prize and a Mountain. We're super dead. We are super duper dead. They'll put me to 12. And now 8 life off the Lava Darts. Fire Blast is overly lethal. They recast a Faithless Looting to ping me. So maybe they're just looking for that second Fire Blast, or they discard Sneaky Snacker Mountain. If I get to untap, I live. They're Faithless Looting looking for Fire Blast. Fire Blast would be, oh, they discard a Fire Blast. They have 1 card left in hand. They also had Smash the Smithereens. Dart Fire Blast is 9 damage, so not lethal right now. Okay, we will draw our Weather the Storm. And then my best draw now is Myr Retriever, so I can make Infinite Storm. Let's Ancient Stirrings. We find the Myr Retriever. Okay, and then we'll put the Eviscerous Insight on top. Our map, land, Myr Retriever. And then we'll just sacrifice Retriever and grab the Retriever. So unfortunately for them, they were really close to getting there. And we have infinite life. We also have fewer cards in library than they do, so we just win. Opponent was very chill, and they scooped to the combo, so thank you, Alberto. We'll see everybody in round 2. Round 2, we're here versus Sam Alama. And that makes me want to, it makes me think that their username should be Samalama Ding Dong, but it's probably not. Let's keep this. They probably don't want to be called Samalama Ding Dong. Okay. They lead on Glacial Floodplain, so they're probably playing Familiars or Jeskai Ephemerate. Let's play this Conduit Pylons. Refractor on top is great. I'll pass the turn. Looks like Jeskai Ephemerate to me. Okay. So they're holding a counterspell. We're going to play Tower. The newer builds of Jeskai Ephemerate have not been playing Wildfire, so there's a chance that we could just try and go under them with... I guess I should have played the Ancient Stirrings, but I was thinking about holding up the... they go Augur Bolus, so here I will Crop Rotation, grabbing my Mine. They get to get the value. They set up their Augur Bolus nicely. Finds a Lorien Revealed, and they play a Volatile Fjord. Play a Power Plant, Energy Refractor, draw a card, Energy Refractor again, and then I suppose I can just Ancient Stirrings. We don't have anything in the graveyard that we want. I'll take the Canny Trail. That was a good Ancient Stirrings, just a bunch of lands. Canny Trail. Definitely we do not need the Weather Storm. There's a possibility that we need the map if they are playing Wildfires, but the way they have their mana set up, I think they are not, so I'm going to bottom the map. And now on next turn, I can crack the Canny Trail to draw a card, and then play the Myr Retriever and use the Eviscer's Insight, sacrificing the Myr Retriever to get back some good stuff. Opponent plays an Archaeomancer for Brainstorm. We go to 19 off their attacks. Let's draw a card. I'm going to go Chromatic Star and then crack it for green. This lets me see more cards. One more card. Double Myr Retriever. Let's cast Ancient Stirrings. Find the Golem Foundry. Perfect. Well, and then we'll play the Golem Foundry. Play Tower. Play a Myr Retriever. I probably don't want to block with the Myr Retriever just yet. Let's see if they kill it. Jeskai can usually not deal with an onboard Golem Foundry, but they might be playing like Suplex in the main deck. That would be a problem for me. When it Brainstorms, plays a Perilous Landscape, and they will Augur of Bolus, probably picking the Lorien Revealed that they had earlier. They do have a Suplex. That's unfortunate. They're going to get rid of my Golem Foundry. That sucks for me. We will sacrifice our Myr Retriever to get back a Canny Trail. Play Ancient Stirrings. We'll take the Unfathomable Truths. Draw 3 cards. Find another Truths. Play a Canny Trail. Blood Fountain, Energy Refractor. I don't need another Refractor. Don't think the Blood Fountain might be useful. Guess I'm going to top, play a land, and then draw the Blood Fountain, and pass a turn. Now the bad thing is that the Suplex, obviously it's a 1-of and they found it. We can go infinite with Myr Retriever if we find the Ashnod's Altar. So we maybe try the Unfathomable Truths on their end step. Opponent's going to Brainstorm again. The nice thing about this version of the Jeskai deck, where they're not playing the Wildfire, is that they also don't have a large mana amount on the table, so they're not able to cast as many counterspells. They might also have a Thraben Charm. They'll attack in for 3. Leaving up Counterspell. Still have double Landscape on the table. They're playing Archaeomancer to get the Suplex. So this is a good opportunity for me to play the Pactdoll Terror. If I find... I'm going to try another Truths. Draw 3 cards. This Ashnod's Altar, I think, wins here. So we have a land. 3-4. Pactdoll Terror. Yeah, this is just GG. Nice! Ashnod's Altar. We sacrifice the Spawn. Play the Myr Retriever. The fact that you can sacrifice the Spawn for exactly 2 mana is pretty sweet. I like that. It's sort of similar to how people that are playing Malevolent Rumble get to use that, and opponent concedes. Nice. We take down game 1. Post board, we want our... We don't need the Weather Storm whatsoever. Those get cut. We are going to bring in 4 Spell Bombs, and we're bringing in 2 Scatter Shots. Now, I need to make 3 more cuts. I don't think the Pactdoll Terror is necessary, so I can consider cutting that. They don't seem to be on a version where Crop Rotation is necessary, so I'm going to cut that. I wonder if they will have like a Relic of Progenitus. That would be weird, but possible. They're more likely to be playing Thraben Charm, so maybe we cut the Pactdoll Terror here, and then go like this. We could also trim on 1 altar and bring maybe like Altar Stirrings, and we bring in 2 of the discard spells. Okay. We'll see how that goes. I could also cut a Refractor. Not sure about that. They will probably be playing more exile effects. We have turn 3 Tron, assuming they don't kill my creature or my map on turn 2. So I think I have to go with this. They lead on island. They're likely to cycle. We have turn 3 Tron anyway. Okay. I'll play Expedition map. So I'm going to fetch out my Conduit Pylons with the map. That way the Unfathomable Truths will be available. They play a mountain. They're going to suplex my map. Okay. Luckily for me, they used that and it didn't matter to me. Play Canny Trail. I think I want both of these cards. Insight and Golem Foundry. I'll play a Chromatic Star. Worth noting that Unfathomable Truths being devoid, it cannot be pyroblasted, which is very important. When it has 3 mana on the table, they're leaving open a mountain. Foretells a Behold the Multiverse, most likely. And I think I just make blue. I hope that they pyroblast my card. That would be incredible. Let's play Unfathomable Truths. Please pyroblast it. Please pyroblast it. They did not. Darn. Okay. Well, oh, I shouldn't have drawn a card there. Oh well, I'll play a Spell Bomb off my spawn. Okay, that works out. I shouldn't have drawn the card because I didn't want to discard the hand size. When it plays their Behold the Multiverse, they go bottom top and draw 2 cards. Plays out a Glacial Floodplain. So here I have an Insight. Let's play land, play the Golem Foundry. The issue that I have right now is a lack of colored sources. In order to play the Truths, the Insights, maybe even crack the Spell Bomb. Opponent's turn, they're thinking about what they want to do. They just play land and pass. That's fine. Find another swamp. I'll play the swamp. Now I can Eviscer's Insight the Nile Spellbomb and pay the mana. They brainstorm. Cracks the landscape. They grab an island. Pays 2 mana for an Augur of Bolas. Okay. Revealing a brainstorm. They cast a brainstorm. Alright. I really need to draw cards. I don't know if cracking the Spellbomb makes that much sense. I would not like them to be able to use the suplex. They don't have the ability to use Counterspell, but they could have a Dispel here. I'm just going to Eviscer's Insight, sacrificing the Spellbomb. I will pay the 1. Pay the black. We draw another Insight. They have a Dispel. Okay. My turn. Refractor's pretty good. We get to draw a card. We have Ashnod's Altar. Play land. Is there a way for me to cast the Unfathomable Truths? This is 7 mana. We'll make blue. Cast the Unfathomable Truths. Draw 3. If I go 1, 2, 3, I can play the altar, sacrifice the spawn, Myr Retriever, get back to Spellbomb, play the Spellbomb, and then Thoughtseize you. Okay, altar, sacrifice the spawn, play the Myr Retriever, sacrifice the Myr Retriever. We'll get the Spellbomb, play the Spellbomb, and then I will crack the Golem Foundry, or use a token, make black, and Thoughtseize with Temporal Intervention. They have Drifter, Dust to Dust, Ephemerate, Counterspell, Dispel. Okay, so I'm going to take the Dust to Dust. Then they will Drifter Ephemerate on their turn, I believe. And I can make some Storm count, Scattershot their board, and then there will Ephemerate. So no Ephemerate on the Drifter then. They find a Preordain. So it's good that I got rid of the Dust to Dust, because Dust to Dust here would be pretty backbreaking with both the Golem Foundry and the Altar on the table. They get to look 6 or 7 deep. Now they find another Ephemerate, but if they cast the Ephemerate on the Augur Bolas, then they can't use the Dust to Dust. They go Preordain. I imagine they're going to Drifter Ephemerate here. Like, well, you have to, right? They go bottom, bottom. They're looking for that dust. Cycles to Ash Barrens. So cycling an Ash Barrens after bottom, bottom on the Preordain is not great for them. They pass. Okay. Find a tower. Let's play tower. Play an Energy Refractor. They have Dispel. Did they cast the Ephemerate yet? I don't think they cast their Ephemerate. They can counterspell both of the cards that I want to play right now. That's not amazing. So I think I keep up the Eviscer's Insight with the potential to sacrifice my Altar and my Foundry. If they cast the Ephemerate, then I can get rid of the Ephemerate using my Nile Spellbomb. When it will cycle again, getting an Ash Barrens. I mean, with the Ash Barrens, grabbing a Plains. think the only thing I know about in their hand is we got rid of this, Mole Drifter, Ephemerate. They've dispelled Drifter, Counterspell. The Preordain is gone, I believe. So we know 4 of the cards in their hand. They're going to Archaeomancer. So I'm going to respond by going Spellbomb you. And they are going to respond by casting their Ephemerate. They didn't. They cast their Ephemerate. So Storm is 2. I will go Viscer's Insight, sacrificing Energy Refractor. Storm is 3. And then we'll go red and put all of the Storm from the Scattershot on their Archaeomancer, which will kill their Archaeomancer, and they will lose their Ephemerates. No Dust to Dust, no Ephemerate, no Archaeomancer. They still have Counterspell, Dispel in their hand. Ephemerate goes to the graveyard. Goodbye. Archaeomancer is gone. They have Drifter, Counterspell, Dispel. They get in for 1. Maybe I should have used the Viscer's Insight on my Energy Refractor on their end step. Okay, whatever. We'll play Expedition Map. We get a Golem. We will crack it for tower. So that's just turning my map into an onboard tower. Lay out a Chromatic Star. I'll crack that for green. Cast an Ancient Stirrings. We'll grab the Myr Retriever. Can't cast it right now into the known counterspell. Play Energy Refractor. If I draw Nile's Spellbomb, we draw Temporal Intervention. So I can Chromatic Star. I can Temporal Intervention the counterspell. Let's see. Crack this for black. Temporal Intervention looking pretty good here. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize you again. I will take your counterspell. GG. We'll see everybody in round 3. Round 3 here, our opponent has a Burn Avatar, Young Pyromancer. We're going to keep, this hand is very strong. Best draw would be another Tron land. We have 2 draws to get that. We're on the draw. Opponent mulligans to 5, so they might be on some other type of combo deck like Spy, maybe Bogles. We'll see. They play a Vault of Whispers. We'll go Tower and Map. So if they hit me with a Refurb, I think I discard the Eviscer's Insight. It appears to just be Affinity. We'll discard the Eviscer's Insight. I could have also discarded the Energy Refractor. Let's Expedition Map. Grabbing mine. They cast a Thoughtcast. So this next turn, I have the option to play Ashnod's Altar or play the Golem Foundry. I think the Golem Foundry is better. But if I play the Ashnod's Altar, then on the following turn, I'll have 3 mana to go Retriever for map for Power Plant, play the Power Plant, play Refractor. I'm not really under pressure. They're dealing me 2 damage here. They play Krark Clan Shaman. We draw an Expedition Map anyway, so that solves all my problems. Play Expedition Map. We will fetch and grab a Power Plant. Next turn I'll have 8 mana. So I can go Golem Foundry, Altar, Energy Refractor. They get in for 3. Opponent has a Myr Enforcer now, so 7 damage on the table. We have an Ancient Stirrings. Let's play Golem Foundry. Play Energy Refractor. See if I can draw like a 1-drop. If I draw a 1-drop, I want to play the Myr Retriever, I believe, just so that I will have enough mana. We did draw 1-drop, so play Chromatic Star. Not mana, but I want to have 3 counters on the Golem Foundry so that I can block the Myr Enforcer with my Myr Retriever, and maybe just threaten to block the Krark Clan Shaman, given that we could be dead soon. What? Okay, opponent Toxin Analysis is their Krark Clan Shaman, just to put a clue on the table. That makes Myr Enforcers free. Maybe they were thinking that they wanted to, like, Reckoner's Bargain it. They play Blood Fountain. They choose to sacrifice. I will return Expedition Map. They're going to get in. Okay, I'll put a Golem. Trade my Golem for your Myr Enforcer. You have to buy it back. They choose to Galvanic Blast. They have 0 cards in hand now. So next turn, let's see if we can win. We can map for tower. If I don't draw land. Draw another altar. Let's play Expedition Map. Grab the tower. Just upgrading my lands in play, but not changing the amount of available mana I have. I will crack my Chromatic Star for green. Draw a card. Finding a swamp. Ancient Stirrings. We find Energy Refractor or Golem Foundry or Candy Trail. I think I take the Candy Trail. We already have mana. I think I just am trying to find a Myr Retriever. We find Unfathomable Truths and Eviscer's Insight. So I will put both of these on top, play Ashnod's Altar, and then I will just go ahead and play a gain 15 with this Weather the Storm. I'll be at 24. No reason to throw my Myr Enforcer or my Golem Foundry token in front of the Myr Enforcer this turn. Let's see what my opponent has. Just gonna F6 through this. They have Thoughtcast, draw 2 cards. So quickly regaining cards in hand. Black Mage's Rod. Okay. Now every spell they cast will ping me. They choose to attack in for 6. I'll go to 18. Then they play a Refurbished Familiar, discarding my Swamp. I will tap 6 mana, make a blue, and cast the Truths. Draw 3 cards, make a Spawn. Find Stirrings. Let's make green, cast the Stirrings. We didn't find anything good. I guess the Golem Foundry is decent. Alright, take the Golem Foundry. We'll stack a little bit. I'll cast Energy Refractor. Oh, I should have played the Golem Foundry first. That was a mistake. I'm going to sacrifice my spawn, make a green, cast Ancient Stirrings. There we go. Myr Retriever. Okay, GG. So we'll cast Myr Retriever. And now I loop. Looping will allow me to get the Myr Retriever. Now I can pay 3 mana, make a Golem Foundry not a counter. Put the Golem Foundry on the table. I wanted to do that specifically, so now they have the exact same number of counters. Just find it helpful. Myr Retriever, infinite golems here. We're going to probably try and find the Pactdoll Terror to win this turn, because it can be kind of annoying to put a bunch of golems on the table, in that the opponent will just wipe them over and over with the Karkland Shaman and make it difficult for you to win in time. Find a Conduit Pylons, that's not very helpful. Get back Retriever. Okay, opponent has conceded. Thank you, opponent. You are very chill. I appreciate you. We're bringing in Fangren Marauders. We're bringing in the Ancient Grudge. I think we can cut the crop rotations and one of the Ashnod's altars. Ancient Grudge for the spell bombs. Also, sometimes their lands. Fangren Marauder is very strong in the matchup because if they want to wipe it with the Karkland Shaman, we're going to gain 25 life or whatever, 30 life. This hand is quite strong for the post-board game. We're going to keep. Mine, map. I don't know what we get with the map. We could also go mine star and then use Stirrings. Opponent plays a bridge. Play a mine. Play the chromatic star. If they play an untapped land here, I think I just grudge the land. Play a Great Furnace. Black Mage's Rod. Find a Myr Retriever. Let's make red. And then we're just going to grudge your land here. Bonk. Sometimes they are very reliant on having the first 2 lands in play, so this could be a way to tempo them drastically. They play a tap land. Oh, unfortunately, we didn't really get anywhere with that grudge. We find Ashnod's Altar. So I can go land, altar, play Myr Retriever, sacrifice, grab the star, play the star. We'll make green. I'm looking for a blue energy refractor would be the best. Find another chromatic star. We put Fangren Marauder, a couple Stirrings, and a Blood Fountain on the bottom. I think I play star, play map. One has a Refurbished Familiar. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm going to discard the Pactdoll Terror. We might lose on the Pactdoll Terror at some point if they wipe my graveyard, but I'd rather have the ability to use the Stirrings and Fangren Marauder to get ahead of the game. They'll get in for 2. We draw Eviscerer's Insight. So, going to sacrifice my star for green. Stirrings. There's a Refractor. Play the Refractor. Drawing a Pylons. I can play the Pylons and then pass Eviscerer's Insight, sacrificing the map on their end step. Let's see what's on top of the deck. Another Refractor. Guess I'm going to top that. We'll Insight the map right now and then play a Refractor. Opponent's turn. Now we can, next turn, play Fangren Marauder and then cast Eviscerer's Insight, sacrificing the Refractor. If I find a Myr Retriever, I can go infinite life off the Fangren Marauder. When it plays an Ichor Wellspring, I'll go down to 15 life. They get in for 4. We'll play the Swamp. I'll make green. Play a Fangren Marauder. And then Eviscerer's Insight, sacrificing Refractor. Double Canny Trail. I have to pass. I can't do anything else here. Let's see if they have a way to kill my Fangren Marauder. I don't want to block the hero token because I really want this. I want the Fangren Marauder to stay on the table. Okay, Extracted Confession will kill the Fangren Marauder. So that was not the greatest. I play a Nile Spellbomb. They should crack it right now because I have a lot of card draw in the graveyard. They are declining to crack the Nile Spellbomb. I think that's a mistake. We go to 10. I weather the storm. So we'll play Expedition map. Visitor's Insight, sacrificing the Expedition map. Find a Myr Retriever. Play a Canny Trail. I'm at 10 life. I don't think I have to weather right now. We have a double Retriever, so we can make infinite life. We're going to bottom the pylons, top the Retriever. I'll draw, go to 13, take 4, go to 9, 5 damage. I think that's fine. Draw a card. Find the Myr Retriever, play land, play Canny Trail. I'll bottom the lands here. Tower into mine. Go to the great. Go to the bottom. Opponent gets in for 4. I'll go to 9. If they have another refurbished familiar, I can discard Weather the Storm. If they have 2 refurbished familiars, then I'm in a world of hurt. They sacrifice the Spellbomb. And they incorrectly tap for blue. They just play another Spellbomb. Okay, that stinks. Plays a Krark-Clan Shaman out. So fighting through the second Spellbomb is going to be really tough. Let's play Golem Foundry. Crack this Canny Trail. Play a Myr Retriever. Sacrifice the Myr Retriever. So we've lost. This is our second Myr Retriever that would go to the graveyard. We would lose. Play a Canny Trail. We are going to draw another Golem Foundry and a mine. So I will top and top. Draw. Play a mine. Then we will weather the storm. At this point, to fight through the spell bombs, we have to find our Blood Fountain. I'm at 26. So snapping off the Ancient Grudge early really was not a good plan overall. They are kind of pinched on mana, but at the same time, they haven't really done anything. If I can find another Banger Marauder, I'd be in a good spot. The Reckoner's Bargain, they're going to ping me for 1, gain 2 life, and draw 3 cards. Pretty sweet. Plays Refurbished Familiar. We're going to get rid of the Weather Storm. Let's start by casting Unfathomable Truths. We'll cast Golem Foundry. Now I've got a Golem. I'll cast a Canny Trail. Gry. We have Canny Trail, Visitor's Insight. I guess these are fine. Top, top. We'll draw. Sacrifice the spawn. Cast a Canny Trail. Insight in a tower. So I can sacrifice a creature. Draw the tower. Play the refractor. Draw. Okay, so I will top and top. Make a Golem. Attack the Golem, play the Refractor, we'll draw a card, play the Tower, gain 3 draw. Okay, your turn. If they attack with the hero and the Krark-Clan Shaman, I will put both the Golems on the table off my Golem Foundries, and then, maybe not though. We go to 25 off of their Cast of a Thoughtcast. I probably don't want to just spew the Insight right now. Here's the third Refurbished Familiar that I was playing around. They've drawn 21 cards, and they have 3 Refurbished Familiars, which is pretty normal. Pretty normal. Okay. Can I beat the downtime? We have 45 minutes to get into round 5 when it will attack for 4. Okay. On their end step, play a Hunter's Blowgun. That gives their Krark-Clan Shaman Death Touch. I'm going to make a Golem. I need to attack you and finish the game. I'll attack you for 3. They take it. Will of Visitor's Insight. Sacrificing Energy Refractor. Cast an Energy Refractor. Finding Weatherstorm is decent, but I don't know how great that is really. Draw a card. I need the... Okay. Make 6 mana. Make blue. Cast the Unfathomable Truths. Okay. Play Chromatic Star. I like the draw 3 here. It's been pretty good. Having the Ancient Stirrings has also been solid. Make 4 mana. And then Visitor's Insight, sacrificing the Chromatic Star. Another Myr Retriever. Another Golem Foundry. Let's sacrifice the spawn. Play the Golem Foundry. I have 6 Storm. I'm counting 6 right now. I don't think it's worth it. Let's pass. But 3 Golem Foundries is enough to kind of pressure them, make them have to use their board wipe. Opponent's turn. They're trying to think about what to do. They make 2 mana. Reckoner's Bargain, sacrificing a land. Wow. That's pretty aggressive. Plays a land. Attacks in for 6. Okay. So I will not put any golems on the table. Plays a Myr Enforcer. All right. If my Blood Fountain is the last card in my library, I'm toast. Interesting. Another altar. Let's play Chromatic Star. I took out my Pactdoll Terror, which is not great because I have to fight through the Krark-Clan Shaman. Visitor's Insight, sacrificing the Chromatic Star. There's the Blood Fountain. Okay, Blood Fountain. Now we have enough time to get this done. Unless they have a negate here. That'd be bad. Okay, Blood Fountain resolves. Land, play Myr Retriever, sacrifice Myr Retriever, return Myr Retriever. Opponent is kind of out of options. They will crack the spell bomb. We'll return Myr Retriever, Myr Retriever, and then make black. Mr.'s Insight, sacrifice the Blood Fountain, Blood Token, and I have a Fangor Marauder. Okay, so I have infinite life and I have a infinite golems. Play Myr Retriever. I will sacrifice and play Myr Retriever. I don't think we're going to have enough time to get through this video before downtime, so we're going to have to take a break. That's going to be unfortunate. Let's see how my opponent wants to deal with this. We need to have probably 30 counters on each. Okay, many minutes later, I have 30 counters or more on all of my golems. So that means that I can just spit out lethal turn after turn. We'll make green. We'll make green again. We'll cast a Weather Storm. And I will pass the turn. Gain over 150 life. Or 133 times 3. 90. Not 150. 130. Opponent concedes to the Weather Storm. Nice. Okay, so we win the match. We're on to round 4. Round 4 versus Barf. Okay. We're on the play and we have turn 3 Tron. You got to keep that. You always got to keep that. They have been playing a mono blue plus snacker terror list, which hopefully we'll be good into. Let's see if Barf and I can finish this match in 20-ish minutes so that I can get my round 5 going before downtime. Turn 1, we play a map. I know that Barf has been playing Disrupt in his list. That's something I have to consider. Opponent plays an island. We'll go land and grab our power plant. They said they're lagging, unfortunately. Bad for me. Opponent is lagging extremely hard because I passed my turn 2 minutes ago. Yikes. End step, opponent cycles for an island. They're going to play a Sneaky Snacker. I'll go land, Caney Trail. See what's on top. Truths. Okay, I'm going to top and top. Play Chromatic Star. Make blue. And then I'll draw 3 cards. Go back to 7 in hand. Pass the turn. Opponents, they will attack for 2 in the air. Thoughtscars themselves, milling Counterspell Island. Thoughtscar again, milling Island. They play a Pactdoll Terror. Let's draw a card. Finding a swamp. Play a Myr Retriever. Play a Myr Retriever. Island, or play a swamp. Mr.'s Insight. Sacrificing Myr Retriever. I will get back the Caney Trail. I'll play a Caney Trail. Stirrings Weather. I think I don't need the weather here. Bottom. I don't even know if I want the Stirrings. I guess I do. I'll top it. Now the problem is that they could counterspell my Myr Retriever. They Demon Fury the Myr Retriever. I'll put it second from the top then. They play another Pactdoll Terror. So we'll draw. Then we'll draw the Myr Retriever. We'll cast Myr Retriever. Cast Myr Retriever. Cast a Chromatic Star. Mine. We'll crack for green. Cast Ancient Stirrings. Finding Energy Refractor. Then we'll play the Energy Refractor. Draw a card. We can block both the terrors. Uh-oh, we can't block any of the terrors. Oh, our opponent has a lot of damage right now. We're going to go to 5. We have a Golem Foundry. Let's make green, cast, I guess, black, crop rotation. I haven't seen any altars, so I don't know if I want a crop rotation yet. I guess I'm just going to Stirrings. Find the altar. GG. All right, Golem Foundry. Ashnod's altar. And then sacrifice, make infinite golems. Maybe they have a way to... Okay, sweet, we win. Thank you very much, Mr. Barf. So post board, obviously we want the 4 spell bombs. And then I basically like to turn into like a tempo deck. Question is, how do I do this? Fangor Marauder is pretty good. That's so many cards though. At the Pactdoll Terror, we're going to leave in 1 altar. And we'll cut 2 crops, 1 Stirrings. This hand is not terrible, but it's not amazing. We go land Caney Trail. Our opponent is probably bringing in a bunch of annuls and things like that. I just looked, they have 4 annuls in their sideboard. I will attempt a Caney Trail. Map Retriever. So I'm going to top and top. One of Brainstorms. If they tap out for, let's say, an abandoned attachments this coming turn, I just play the Expedition map, I think. They cycle a Lorien Revealed for an island. So I think I untap and play the Expedition map, and they use the Annul. Okay. Thought Scours themselves, milling Demon Fear Island. Plays an Aquifer. I'm going to draw a card. Finding a Chromatic Star. I'll play the Chromatic Star. I'm not playing around Spell Pierce. Opponent, Lorien Revealed. They play a Tolarian Terror and a Cryptic Serpent. So let's make green off of the black mana. Draw a card. We find the tower. So I can play tower. I have 8 mana now. We'll go Golem Foundry, Myr Retriever. That was a pretty good rip. Play another Myr Retriever. Play Ancient Stirrings. And we find Refractor Spellbomb. I think I'd rather have... This is a tough one. Maybe the Spellbomb is the right one. They already have their creatures in play. I'm going to take the Refractor. Your turn. I'll shove my creatures in front and then just get back both of the creatures. Retriever and Retriever. They play Cryptic Serpent and a Cryptic Serpent. So we have Refractor. Nice. Draw a card. Play a Myr Retriever. I will Visitor's Insight, sacrifice Myr Retriever. Get back Candy Trail. Finding a Conduit Pylons. I'll play the Conduit Pylons. Myr Retriever on top. I guess that's good. Play Candy Trail. Play a Myr Retriever. So we have Spellbomb Retriever. I think I'm bottoming the Spellbomb, popping the Retriever. We'll cast yet another Myr Retriever. Now the nice thing here is if they have no interaction for my golems, I can double block the Tolarian Terror with my 2 golems. The Mental Note mills Brainstorm Terror. So no more, not a Tolarian Terror this turn. We win the match. GG, Barf. They played super fast. That was very kind of them. We'll see everyone in round 5. Round 5, we made it, everybody. We were able to get in. Yay! We're versus some crazy username. That's okay. I don't know what they're on. I have Weather Storm for a burn deck. I have Ancient Stirrings. I have Crop Rotation. Seems solid. Uh-oh. Forest Elf. That's not good. Elves is probably our worst matchup. One of the worst matchups. We do have potential for fast Tron. Let's go Candy Trail. Any Tron land is good. Refractor and Candy Trail are both not what I'm looking for. Turn 2, opponent plays a Quirion Ranger. That means they have 3 mana right now. They untap their Llanowar Elf, play the Forest. They could go Timberwatch, or they could play a Priest of Titania. They could play Lead the Stampede. So they Winding Way. Still have 1 mana left over. They find a Mass Vandal. Mass Vandal not very good into my Refractor, I guess. I mean, not good enough until they cycle an Ent. We have an Expedition map. I think I will play the Chromatic Star. Crack it for green. Find Insight. Let's play Stirrings. Wow, we pretty much bricked. I think I have to take the Ashnod's Altar. Because if we find double Retriever, we can go for Infinite Life off Weatherstorm. I was hoping for any land. I found not any land. Opponent has a Timberwatch Elf. They get in for 2. Next turn, they can pump for 8 minimum. So we'll be at like 7 minimum. We find a tower. But I currently cannot crop. So I guess I just gain 3 draw. We find the mine. So I guess next turn I want to keep the map for storm count. So let's pass. Now they have double Quirion, so they can pump for 15. I don't know if I can win now. We're probably going to get killed. If I draw double Myr Retriever, then I can be alive. They play out the Mass Vandal. They can pump for 12, 18, 20. That puts me to 1 life. Boom, boom, boom. They're untapping and tapping and untapping, and they're going to pump up their creature. So my way to win, they're not pumping everything, huh? I'll go to 7 life. Plays the Forest. My turn. We'll go Energy Refractor. Draw a card. Play Expedition map. We'll make black. Make green. Crop Rotation. Sacrifice the map. I don't know if I have enough mana to do everything. I probably don't. We'll get a tower. We'll have Visitor's Insight. Sacrificing the Expedition map. Another Crop Rotation doesn't really help me. I guess we can crop the tower for tower. And then maybe we can win by drawing exactly tower for tower. I guess I should have gotten the Conduit Pylons. Cast Weatherstorm. Storm is 6. They have 6 creatures in play. If I draw Myr Retriever off the top, I can go Retriever, I can go Altar Retriever, get Candy Trail, try to get the goods, and cast Winding Way. I mean, post board, I have Krark-Clan Shaman. They're going to Mass Vandal, but they can't kill my Energy Refractor. They have plus 21 damage. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, they figured it out, I think. We were not close. So in this matchup, we want Scatter Shots, and we want Krark-Clan Shaman. And the goal of my deck is to try to kill everything. I'm going to leave in one Golem, one Altar. I don't know if I want the Weather the Storm, though. What I can do is loop Krark-Clan Shamans to kill everything. That's like my only win. And Weather is pretty slow, so maybe I will just bring in some Fangrins. We're on the play. We will keep. It's not an amazing hand, but I can have a few looks with the Candy Trails. We're trying to find colored sources in Krark-Clan Shamans. Candy Trail. There's 1, 2 Krark-Clan Shamans. 2 is too many. I'll take 1 though. I have to take the 1. We'll probably just rack the Candy Trail. Maybe not. Maybe playing the Candy Trail is a better option because we could find the power plant, play a Candy Trail. I have to bottom these. We have no colored sources right now. Seeing a lot of Krark-Clan Shamans. When I plays a Priest of Titania. Now my best draw is probably a red source, so I can kill both these creatures. Finding a tower. I'll draw a card. Black mana. I think I play the tower. We could play the swamp. Now opponent can play their Avenging Hunter. They go Winding Way. Finding Lead the Stampede, Llanowar, Quirion, Llanowar. So they have a ridiculous amount of mana now. Lead the Stampede in the graveyard. They play out the Llanowar Elves, Quirion Ranger. So they have 8 mana off the Priest. They make 4. Previously, what I was doing was going Krark-Clan Toxin, but I just think it takes up so much space. Okay, they played a Timberwatch. So I have an opportunity to draw a red source and then wipe most of their board. This is my last chance to do that, though. It makes 6 mana. They're going to Hydra onto the Quirion. Looking for colored source. Did not find it. We'll gain 3 draw. Okay, so we lose the finals to Elves. GG. This deck is pretty strong. I think we would have to figure out a better sideboard plan versus Elves, but you kind of saw in the last match there where we do get dunked on when we don't find Tron or color sources. I really, really liked the Ancient Stirrings and the Unfathomable Truths. I think that was a pretty solid plan, and it's something to consider moving forward. Let me know what you thought about the deck. Hopefully Tron was up your alley. I will see you in the next video.